In this video, I'll be showing you how to draw a background, how to draw a nature background, a forest, and not only that, but how is the logic behind drawing a background with a character? How can you apply that background in a character that is doing a scene, a pose, something like this? In this video, you are going to find all of that. So keep watching for more, champ. Let's go to the tutorial. First thing that I want to show you, I'm going to apply on my own art to you how I tend to think while drawing a background, how I make everything around a character. And I'm going to show with each one of these 3 arts that I have done. And then we are going to progress into doing a masterpiece. Because first we need to understand that in our heads. Yes, this is my head. In our heads. And after we understand it in our heads, it's easier for us to just put it on paper, just put it on the screen. The first time that we need to accept it, the information, is in our minds. So let's go, let's pay attention for it. Let's pay much attention for it. First thing, that middle of the character is right here. And pick another color. Pretty quick. Here. The middle of the character is right here. I want to make everything in some way, just bringing the attention to this place. Noticing that or not, I'm going to do that. And what I want to show you, small parts like this tree right here, it brings attention to the wolf. This violin brings attention. This tree makes you go like this. This one makes you go like this. This one. All the movement, you can see that it's going each time more into the central part. You can see that happening. And that's what we need to maintain focus while drawing our background. Of course, I'm talking more about a dynamic background. But what if you want to do something more casual? Like this one. What if you want to do something more casual? Okay. If you want to make it more casual, we need to pay attention to what type of objects we want to make it here. Like, is there a bed? Is there a door? Is there a canvas in the room? And we can make it like bringing a line into the character. It's bringing a line into the character. And you can do it consciously or unconsciously. Little by little, you just start doing those lines without noticing. But most important of all, champs, seriously, the most important thing that you need to maintain in your head, in your mind, is the perspective is happening together with the character. If you can see the upper part here of the thigh, you can see the upper part of the bed. You're not going to see too much of the side part. You're going to see mostly the upper part. It's all about a mental progress, a mental work that you do in your mind. Like, okay, this is happening here. This is going to happen the same here. Same shape going like this. 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 In the background and the character, things tend to repeat, and they repeat more than we can even notice. But like much more. Much more. And this is what was happening here. And if you like this type of artwork that the main focal point is the character, a lot of people love it. Remember, your background cannot call too much attention. Only if the character is really interacting with that background. As an example here, this part. It got a higher contrast than like here, or here, or here. This is another thing that we should keep in our minds. This is another thing. What more that we should keep in our minds? Not only about the shape, the perspective, and also that the background should need less contrast, much less, so you can give even more to your character. People are going to look at her and go like, oh yeah, she looks awesome, gorgeous, because I'm all focused on her. I'm not focused on anything else. And if it's hard to do the same perspective, make everything more simple. How? Make your character square and make your background all square, like Minecraft, okay? Make it so simple that there is no way for you to make something bad. Remember, the background is not the focal point. If we are going to work with a character, it's not. But if it's only the background, well, you can choose a focal point in your background. I don't know, a house in the middle of nowhere. That house is going to be the focal point. This one is like my latest artwork with a lot of details. And this artwork, I want to show you that yes, you can make a lot of details in the background. It's not like because it's a background and it's far away, you need to just like erase all the details. If you like me, to make it all the details, you're like, I love all of them. Textures, yes. There's no problem doing that. There's no problem. But I need to remember to always maintain your grayscale. Gaps, what is a grayscale? I don't understand what you're saying. So what is a grayscale? Let me show you. Here, clicking here in Photoshop, this in the corner, this is the grayscale. Black, white, and everything in the middle, the grayscale. While I'm working here in this volcano, you see that it's not getting close from like this dark part. No part here is getting that close. But if we go to the character, wow, there are some places that are truly dark. Truly dark and saturated. Dark and saturated. And you go like, whoa, it's truly dark. Whoa. And that's what I want to show you. You can still do details in the background if you want, but don't abuse the grayscale. Grayscale must be maintained at all costs. As applied to this full artwork, you can see this part here that is closer, it's pretty dark. It's pretty dark because it's close to the character. It's fine if I do that. But Gaps, this part right here, it's not that close to the character, but it made it dark. Well, that's this type of rock that is all dark, you know, close to the lava. And it's also turning into a line that's bringing into the character. Let's bring it to the character. And I did this without noticing. Why do I think he's so impressive? He uses a lot of gray. He does not use like extreme saturated colors. And he still can make his background totally troll your eyes. He's totally trolling you. Why? Do you think this tree is green? You think this tree is green? It's turning into yellow. Even a little bit into orange. Right here. And the shadows, red. The shadows are red. You can find even some pink. You can find even some blue here. And gray. I found some green here, just like a small piece of green. Oh, this is not green. Okay, I got trolled. There is green here, okay? There it is. Here, I found green, okay? But most of the tree, it's all yellow in gray, and it seems like green, but it's not green. And while you are painting a background, you can totally do this. That's why it's so important for you to domain to understand how gray levels, high saturation, low saturation works. Because this guy was using yellow with a low saturation and dark, and he made it look green. He made it happen, okay? He made it happen. This sky looks blue. Is it blue? Yes, it's green, champs. It's green. Hello, Nadiaxel. Welcome. It's green. Do you see this? Does it look blue to you? It looks blue to me. It looks totally blue to me. But then I click on it. Boom, green. And why we don't see the green? Because it's truly close to the gray levels. Gray levels can troll you so much. So please, pay extra attention to gray levels with low saturation, high saturation. Oh, and not only that, I need to show you how it works, the process of making the background. Of course. We got the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. He's here in the foreground, middle ground here. Let me show. He is here, foreground. This thing behind him, middle ground. And more here, background. So, we can separate in 3 parts. Maybe you just want to separate it in 2 parts. There's no problem with that. Maybe you just want to separate like this one. Bad? Wow. It's fine. It's fine. But remember that are separations of the background. And the more far away it is, the less contrast it's going to get. And with less contrast, you remember, oh yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. Oh yeah. When it's far away, less contrast and less saturation and less everything. Less everything, okay? So the chart is going to be just a simple wolf in the middle of the woods. Oh, and for me to draw the charter, for me to put this charter in a position, and to remember you the rule of thirds. What is this, Gabs? I don't know. This. You break into some lines. How? Some lines? How much? 2 lines in vertical, 2 lines in horizontal, so it's going to make 3 and 3 in horizontal and vertical. And this point here, this point here, this point here, and this point here, our eyes tend to look faster. Our eyes tend to go like, whoa! So if you want to draw something like that is going to need to receive a lot of focus, drawing one of these points. Picking one of these points, okay? Use them. Use and abuse them, okay? I'm going to just lower the opacity here so we can still see it. Go back to the sketch. Yeah, I'm following the body of the animal. It could be your character. You have to follow the perspective. And if it's a human, you need to see the difference as an example here. There is the human face. And like here. Shoulder, arm. Yeah. Like this. You can already see there is a different shape, like this part right here with your character. There is a different shape. And these lines here is going to show you the perspective. You can already see a line of perspective of this character that I drew here. My mind, like, unconsciously choose orange because the water is this bright blue and these two go well together. This art is going to be all between these two working together. And I need to tell you about this because maybe people will not notice that I didn't choose like a random color. I choose colors that are going well together. Here, even more brighter. Because this is close to the focal point, so you just get brighter. It's automatic. We did a sketch, I showed the base, I showed that we need to apply the base colors and that you need to apply just the base hard shadows and light, just to understand each place, and always focusing on the silhouette. And now, little by little, I'll be adding more and more details, okay, little by little. This is the part that we are right now. This waterfall, I believe we can make it different, you know? What do you mean by different? Darker. Because the waterfall is not the main thing, the wolf is the main thing. I want to show the sunset, but you know, a good sunset. Here, tree trunk. First thing, the sun's coming here between the paws of the wolf. So here, dark, 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 dark. The fur is already white, so its ability to reflect even brighter or in the same amount is strong. So it's not going to go like this, reflect going to here. It's going to reflect going to white. If it really helped you, why not share with your friends? And why not just share it with any other artist that need it and save it for later? Oh yeah, this story can help you. And I'm sure you don't want to lose what we're going to have even more in this channel. Or you can just check out our Gumroad for tutorial packs or our Patreon if you want private feedback and paint over from me. You're awesome, champ. Never forget. Bye bye!